You see, now I wanted to ask you, now by you coming for VA, I know you said you was going back and forth.
Right.
How did you even form the group and how did y'all connect with the Wu?
Well, really, man, me and Napoleon, shouts out to him. Yeah, we got something in the works too. Me and him, like we had a deep history, yo. It was like, me and him had a group originally. And Maya Lansky, he was from another part of Virginia called Portsmouth, which was a neighboring city. Shout out to P Town. And we met him while we was burning up the local scene because we was dealing with mutual people that was in the street. Not to put too much out there, but that's basically how we got lined up or linked up, but we was all in the same mix. And he was opening, man. Dude was opening for like through Pat Richardson piece and Nicky Scarf piece. You know what I'm saying? They had him. They was like show promoters that still doing stuff to this day. You know what I mean? And they had Maya Lansky opening up for people like Lauren Hill and the Fugees and just different people. Snoop Dogg, like whoever came to town, Maya Lansky was on his stage opening up, because he was buzzing, getting his name popping. So when we started like hitting the road and going to these other events, like these open mic events or whatever, he was doing this thing and we was doing our thing, and we just linked up, and really due to our people that was in the streets was directly connected with the Wu. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a matter of time before things formulated. But over our relationship with my Lansky, it was like he ended up getting incarcerated. And while he was incarcerated, he was actually working on a solo album that was called Crime Syndicate. You know what I'm saying? But we thought that was dope because we was trying to come up with a name because me and Napoleon was the Hellraisers. You know what I'm saying? Like Hellraisers, we was on that like grave digger type shit almost. You know what I'm saying? Not really trying to emulate them, but that was our thing because we was on like that red man type. There's a dark side and that type of era. Not horrorcore like we was all the way there, but we was really still trying to find our lane. And my Lansky, he had this joint. He had a joint called Crime Syndicate, and so while he was in that during that time, all us was communicating, and we was like, you know what, that's dope, man. Let's just, when we team up, that was the plan. Like, yo, we're gonna team up, and come together, boom, this gonna be the name. You know what I'm saying? So we started doing things up under that moniker with the people that was aforementioned. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Born, shout out to Pop, you know what I'm saying, Ron, Dread, True Fire, like a lot of people, Shan. There was a lot of people that was in the mix. You know what I mean? And we ended up linking directly with the Wu, but it was on something where when we was operating under the name Crime Syndicate, see at that time we couldn't be doing shows and stuff like that with that being our name unless we was spelling it in a corny way, like instead of crime, like Crime, it'd have been CH, like have rhyme with C on the front of it. You understand what I'm saying? And then Ice T had the rhyme syndicate shit going. You understand? So it was just like the person that was our manager, which was Born, it's actually RZA first cousin. Old Dirty Bastard, Born, Jizza, and RZA, all of them is like family. So once we got our demo and stuff in the works, got presented to him or whatever, then it was just like, this fam, man, whatever, threw the war in front of it, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? But we paid our dues with them brothers too, though. So that was like that really was a love thing, and it was definitely a boost coming from them. You know what I mean? Peace to the gods for that. That was like a alley oop from heaven. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's nice how y'all flipped it. Speaking of heaven, now y'all first appeared. Now I was looking on Wikipedia. Now where was heaven? That was the first Wu Syndicate appearance on with Wu
Yeah,
Tang on the
yeah.
Swarm.
On the Swarm, man. It got a gold album out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a gold album out of that, and salute to Maya Lansky for that. You know what I'm saying? That was a song that got the placement. That was actually on the thing. You know what I'm saying? And immediately after that, it was like we was in the works. We already had the album, but they picked that song. You know what I mean? And that was during the time when we was about to come with the whole album. We was actually re-recording it, and it was a lot of other things that ain't quite make it. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, yeah, that was a shout out to the world though. That was it. That was the first look. We got the video, got featured on the Swarm or whatever. Then after that, our project came in and we kicked the door off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? I can't hear you.
My bad, I had to unmute.
Okay, yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah. So my question was this: in terms of like the production and completing the album, you saying that y'all pretty much had that already under
yeah.
wraps before y'all even, you know what I'm saying, broke off? Okay.
Yeah, that was it. That was the second time we had to re-record it, man. You know what I mean? As far as the Mr. mixing and mastering goes, shout out to DJ Devastator. You know, he produced the majority of the album. Smoking Joe, you know, he used to produce. He was producing for like the Venoms and a couple of other people. And my man Eda Dread and my man Tater, which is from Virginia, which is from Suffolk. You know what I'm saying? He had a joint up there, so it was all love. It was basically a VA produced project outside of Smoking Joe. You know what I mean? That was our whole sound.
Yeah, yeah. The album it started off just with some super duper raw beats. Was that Thugged Out? The intro joint.
Thug War, yeah,
Thug War,
DJ
yeah, yeah, my
Devastator.
bad. Thug War,
Yeah,
yeah, the beast
and,
was hard
and
because I was surprised because I just looked up the production recently because you know I'm just saying because I was a kid when this came out, so I'm thinking it's like a RZA production, so that's why I was inquiring about it. But the beats was solid, the framework was solid, most definitely.
yeah, man,
See,
that was really calculated. There was a lot of joints that just didn't make it, and it wasn't because they wasn't hard. You know what I mean? But it was just like the album would have been, the album would have been like 30 songs, man.
it's like a double
You know what I'm
disc,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Cause it's
our
a
first
nice
go
length.
round.
It's a nice. That's a nice length album. That mug a classic.
Yeah,
But then y'all
yeah,
dropped
I appreciate it.
the video. Was it Weary Eyes?
hmm Shout out to Eda
Yeah,
Dread. Eda Dread produced that. He produced Weary Eyes and he produced Ice Age. You know what I'm saying? That was Eda Dread. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was
right.
like
That's
right up
fire.
on. Yeah, from VA, man. That's what I'm saying.